Well, hello there, everybody. It's your old ball coach, Hayden Fry, coming from Odessa, Texas, to guest host this here program you guys got going. You're a great commissioner. He asked me to come and host this for you. And so we're going to talk about a little bit how those programs you guys are running. As you know, my Hawkeyes, we are ready to go every week. So I want to check out on your programs and see how your squads are doing. So thank you for joining us here on this, I believe it's called the Misfit Fantasy Football Program. Uh, you're a great commissioner. He does a great job. So he wanted me to come guest host this year. So we are going to waste no time. We're going to get right into it, fellas and ladies, and we're going to just take a look at last week's scoreboard, see how you all did there. So Brady Gaga, I believe that might be the best team in the league. That's what somebody had told me. Brady Gaga won their fourth game in a row, beating old Tony 166 to 128. Baker Mayfield, I like that kid. That ball can play some football. That boy can play some football there. He led the way for Brady Gaga. Karen, I believe her name's Karen, for the Eagles, took down Amy 149 to 86. Amy likes to do some trash talking, I heard. I like that trash talk. So good work there, Amy. Keep up that good work there. Leanne, that's a nice Texas name. She beat old Mike 156 to 89 in their matchup. And then we got Matt. I like that boy, Matt, and his team, his squad is playing real well these days. I believe they're undefeated. So he's got that Kansas City Chief defense. He's got Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley. Yeah, he's got a good squad. They took down Nelly 109 to 89 to stay unbeaten. Becky Hawsey. I heard Becky Hawsey's a big Hawkeye fan. So, Becky, we're glad to have you on board. Go Hawks. She beat Nick 158 to 131 in their matchup. Then we had Eric beat up on the new guy, Keegan, 149 to 118. Jalen Hurts, his quarterback. We like Jalen Hurts a lot here at Iowa. He from Oklahoma. Then we have Back to the Future. I think Madison is from Texas, same as me. I don't know where Madison's from necessarily, but maybe it's around Odessa, and she knows about old me, Hayden Fry. She took down Team Christine, who's on a bit of a losing streak, 189 to 151. Ryan beat up on old Tyler McDonald. Tyler McDonald, he's been struggling this year in all aspects, especially fantasy football, as Ryan beat him 189 to 161. We had the Misfits and Jeanette beating Hail Mary, not Hail Mary. Also, but you see that Hail Mary that the old Washington team got against them Bears the other day? Man, that was crazy. But Fail Mary, Jeanette took down Fail Mary 131 to 102. Jeanette's got that Brock Purdy from Iowa State. We liked him a lot at Iowa, and we really wanted him to be a walk-on for us Hawkeyes. But he went to Iowa State. He's a dang good ball player. We would have loved to have him walk on at Iowa. And in the game of the week, we had Nathan versus Nathan, and Nathan Combs takes down Skibbity Football. What's that nonsense? Skibbity Football, that doesn't make any sense to the old ball coach here. But Skibbity Football lost his first game of the season to Ankeny Natron 151 to 140. And all right, I will stop the accent. I don't know if it was good or not. I can still feel myself talking in it a little bit right now. But yeah, I did the accent. I've been working on it. I've been practicing here all day. He's got like that molasses talk, like he's got molasses in his mouth from Odessa, Texas. And I don't know if it was a very good accent. Madison, you'll have to tell me how I did on my Odessa, Texas accent. In case you don't know who I am dressed up as, I am the old ball coach, Hayden Fry, Hall of Fame coach that coached at Iowa. I thought I looked pretty good. Try and get a side-by-side here. I look a little bit like Hayden Fry, I think. The reason I went with this costume, I love growing my mustache out. Last year I was Ted Lasso. I got a good idea already for next year. But I saw this sweater online. I mean, it's a fantastic sweater. I'm going to wear this thing a lot. I loved it. And then, of course, you got the aviators, the white collar. And I had another Hawkeye hat I was going to wear, but walking through Shields the other day, I saw this one. It's the exact hat. Like, look, it's the exact hat. You can't pass that up. Um, Not sure how much I look like Hayden Fry. I feel I look more like Captain Eddie Panizzi. You guys might know him from Super Troopers and those things. I know him from that as well. But Tacoma FD, fantastic TV show if you like comedies. But I look a little bit more like Eddie Panizzi, especially if we go without. Well, my hair is brutal. Better leave that hat on. But a little bit of Eddie Panizzi there. But mostly I get Hidley Ho neighbor, Ned Flanders, especially if I go with my glasses and no hat. Better stay with the hat because my hair is a disaster. But yeah, I get a lot of Ned Flanders. That'd be a good costume as well. I might have to bring that one out sometime. So, but poke myself in the eye. I am dressed as the old ball coach, Hayden Fry, cheering on my old Hawkeyes here. But anyways, we'll get to the standings now. It is hard for me to read a little bit with these shades on, but I'm staying in character. I won't do the accent anymore because I don't think it was the greatest accent and kind of got a little old there. But in the Southview Division, Matt, the only undefeated team left, he is 8-0, 2 games up on Becky at 6-2, 3 games up on me, Brady Gaga. I'm on a 4-game winning streak, so look out this week, Mike. Nick and Leanne are both 4-4. Nellie is 3-5. She's been riddled by injuries, and she got another injury last week with Mason getting hurt. Karen's also 3-5. Mike 3-5, and Amy 3-5. Tony, oh man, Tony sitting at 1-7. His percentages to make the playoffs dropping drastically, 21%. In the Hawks division, Skibbity Football lost their first matchup, but he still remains on top at 7-1. Ankeny Natron right behind at 6-2, and he's got the head-to-head win. Team Christine, 3-game losing streak. Christine, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully you can get it figured out, get this thing turned around again, but you're going the wrong direction. Ryan at 5-3. Eric also 5-3. Madison is 4-4. Jeanette is 3-5. Jeanette, I was talking about that Brock Purdy quote. That was so Coach Fry was an old psychology major. You know, he has the pink locker room to it's a calming, soothing color, and he wants the other visiting team to be calm and soothe and not aggressive. But he also said that a lot about Iowa State players. He gave them that backhanded compliment. You know, I said Brock Purdy's Brock Purdy, he's a good ball player. We would love to have him walk on at Iowa, meaning, you know, he is a good player at Iowa State, scholarship type player, but at Iowa, you know, yeah, he'd be a walk-on at Iowa. Just that psychology always messing with him. Yes, I know Iowa State's having a better season than Iowa, and they beat him head-to-head. Just a little inside joke if you know Hayden Fry. The new guy is 2-6. So is Tyler McDonald at 2-6. And Fail Mary is sitting at 1-7. Tony and Lisa seem like they're on a collision course for the Ruby Doocy this year. Looking ahead to next week, as I know I'm going a little long here, we have me, Brady Gaga versus Mike. I'm favored 139-62. Leanne is hot, and she's favored over Amy 145-103. Karen favored over Nellie 120-82. Nellie needs to fill some injury holes there. Hopefully she can get that taken care of. We have Nick favored over Tony 128-120. Christine maybe back on the winning trail next week. She's favored over the new guy 146-136. I'm leaning in here because I can't see the small writing without glasses on here. But Ryan's favored over Eric 133-119. We have McDonald favored over JVZ 136-98. And Skibbity Football favored big over Fail Mary 156-127. We got a couple really good matchups. We have Dak the Future and Madison favored 149 over Ankeny Natron 146. A very close matchup. But I'd have to say the game of the week, it's going to determine who maybe wins the Southview Division. And it might help me out move up the standings. It is undefeated Matt against 6-2 Becky. Matt's favored right now 140-133 in that matchup. So we have some good matchups coming on. We're getting halfway there. We're over the halfway mark for fantasy football. Playoffs are just around the corner here. So these matchups are big. You know, we always root for them, these Iowa Hawkeyes. You know, the Hawkeyes have my heart, but You know, when I'm on this show, I got when I'm on this here program you guys run, I got to root for this guy Brady Gaga, even though he went to Michigan. That Tom Brady played for Michigan, you know, one of our rivals. I still like that Brady Gaga and them Hawkeyes. Get those lineups set, get that hay in the barn, as I like to call it, and scratch where it itches. You don't know what those mean? Get the hay in the barn, is an old Hayden Fry saying as well. It's like once farmers get the hay in the barn, they're ready for winter. So once practice is done, we're ready for the game. So we got that hay loaded. It's all in the barn, ready to go. And then I love saying scratch where it itches. We're going to give what they take us and just scratch where it itches. We got to find out what we do well. Go that Brady Gaga. And you know how we always end them Hawkeye victories. You know how Coach Fry loves himself a polka. So we want to listen to the Hawkeye Victory Polka, otherwise known as In Heaven There Is No Beer. That's why we drink it here in Odessa, Texas. Go Hawkeyes. Go Brady Gaga. Mike, you're going down big time to the commissioner, and we'll take you out. In style. Been a blast.